What is going on, me old gaming darlings? This is RyuGamer88 coming to you with another video of gaming content. So we are continuing through with the next continuation story of Animal Crossing, where we are now, after setting up our tent and helping out with the other islanders with their tents. Of course, we need to go and speak with the legendary Mr. Tom Nook himself and see what he's got to say. But before I do, I'm quite curious as to why, I think it's either Timmy or Tommy, what they're thinking. So in case we need to speak with them, leave the setup to us. We'll be counting you on to getting the supplies. Kind of wonder what supplies that they're on about. Hoping not too difficult, I suppose. Please check with our boss, Tom Nook, about what supplies we'll need. Fair enough. RyuGamer88. I just wanted to go over what we'll need for the campfire. I think roughly 10 tree branches should do the trick. You can find them scattered around the island. So when you find one lying on the ground, just press the Y button to pick it up. That should be an easy task. Meanwhile, I'll investigate the peach-like items growing in the trees. I suspect they're real peaches. Well, if it's coming from a tree, because it was growing from a tree, then of course it'd be real. It's not going to be fake. Unless you buy it from a shop and it says display it only. Come on, have some common sense, sir. So on we go to find some branches. No, that's not the Y button. We need to get 10 of them. There's another one here. 3, 4. I would have thought there'd be a little bit more. Oh, of course there are. I think we've got 6 so far. Yes, we have. We just need another 4. 7. No, I didn't want grass, but just in case. Clumps of weed, as they say. Clumps of weeds. And then, of course, as we go through to finding another 2, I think we have got 8. Yeah, we do. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that because I don't see why I needed that. No, I will plant it down properly. There we go. Nice. Branch number 9. And now we've got 10. Welcome back. I trust you had some success of foraging for tree branches. Very well. Allow me to line your load. Yes, that should be plenty for our campfire. You made quick work of that. I'm quite glad that I'll be sharing this desolate island with such a hard worker. Oh! And speaking of surviving on a desolate island, our next task is to round up something to snack on. Like what? I couldn't really see anything to snack unless you were talking about the peas from the peas? The peaches from the trees. While you were collecting branches, I was evaluating for fruit that seems to be abundant here. They look like peaches, they smell like peaches, and they even taste like peaches. So they've got to be peaches? In fact, they are 100% without a doubt genuine peaches. So, will you collect 6 of them for me? Like as if I wasn't given a choice with that kind of request. Now I'm sure that you don't need some guidance here, but just in case. If you see a tree growing peaches, you can press A to shake it. Then, just drop it like it's hot. Not he said that. Then just pick the fruit up. I'm sure you'll have plenty of peaches for us all in no time. So, on we go to get some peaches. And as you can see, there's normally I would say there's always 3, but there may be the case where you only see 2 or 1. But the maximum that you will see on the tree is, of course, 3. So as Tom Nook said, we press A as soon as we come up towards a tree, and 3 of them should fall down. And as we approach them, we just press the Y button. And if you hadn't noticed there, they don't always fall sideways and to the front. You may find that one of them, or maybe 2, will fall at the back here or here. So do ensure that you see where they drop. Well, I knew you were the right one for the job. Thank you once again. I'll go ahead and take those peaches off your hands and get started on the preparations. Now, is that everything? Yes, I believe it is. Let's get started with the festivities. Oh, if Greta Thunberg was watching, I don't think she would appreciate that. You're killing the environment, Tom. Rubbish to that. Anyways, at last, allow me to properly welcome you to your new island. I have participated in many ventures and endeavours over the years, but this may be the most exciting. Helping develop a thriving new community entirely from scratch will truly test my business acumen. And perhaps my skills as an outdoorsman. Oh-ho! Now, we may not have the kind of numbers that I originally envisioned. That just means we'll have to rise to the challenge. And I have no doubt that, with hard work and perseverance, we'll shape this deserted island into... I suppose we can't call this a deserted island anymore. But what should we call it? I sense a great opportunity. As the first residents of the island, we should be the ones to name it. So, in case you didn't quite get that last bit of sentence in there, this is an indication that you get the opportunity to name your island. However, me old darlings, what you need to take into consider is do not put any personal information of what you're referencing your island. Because should you do that, this may lead to, you know, your personal information be sort of, what's the word of putting it through, be taken by those who are stalkish on the matter. So keep it fun, keep it simple, whichever your taste, but just avoid putting your personal information on there. I sense a great opportunity. As the first residents of this island, we should be the ones to name it. And in spirit of democracy, we should put it to a vote. Majority rules, Since when did this become a voting matter? So take a little time to think. And when everyone is ready, I'll present you... I'll present your ideas. Okay. So just like with creating your own name, but do be warned, as the message says, you can't change the name. This can be seen by others during local and online play, so pick an appropriate name. This is hence why I've given the warning of do not put your personal information on there, because somebody from online, or whether you do local play with other multiplayers, that you are potentially exposing your personal information. So, trying to think of a name. Ooh. This is going to be a wild one. I tell you what, because of my catchphrase, we're going to call this Darling Island. if I can learn to put the capitals right. I swear to God, my fingers with the controllers are getting a little bit dyslexic there. It's probably best if I use the D-pad, to be fair. Oh. Really? I can't finish that out? That looks like I've got half a space left. There's got to be a different one. I think I'll just strictly call it Darling. Welcome to Darling! What a nice little sympathetic tone. Are you okay with Darling? Actually, no. I think I'm going to rethink on that one. That just sounds a little bit too personal at heart. The world of Animal Crossing is welcoming to all, so don't include personal info or offensive words. This is a bit of a fact. During the last Hong Kong processes, this game got eventually banned over in Hong Kong because it was making custom references as to wanting Hong Kong to be returned to UK rule, or to keep away from the mainland China rule. So you can see why they've come up with all these different sensitive content rules to the matter. I think we'll go a little bit Japanese and go Mama Island, if I can spell island on this. Not that I have difficulty, but it's just the spacing characters, because I honestly thought I'd have more to type. D? U! Oh. There we go. And believe it or not, it's actually one of my cats. I consider him as my third child, my son. So why not? We're going to call our island Mamechiyo. Are you okay with Mamechiyo? The world of Animal Crossing is welcoming to all, so don't include personal info or offensive words. Alright, is everyone ready? No, I'm quite interested to know what Quinn and and Kit Kat have got to say. So, I don't think Timmy and Tommy get a choice in this, or nor does Tom. So I think it's just down to us three. But we'll see what they've got to say. Let's try saying our ideas all at the same time. Ready? Go! Everyone's got different ideas? What splendid variety. Yes, yes, each one a potential gem. Now for the voting. I'll say each name in order, and you can clap for the one you think is best. RyuGamer88 seems to have the enthusiasm and the naming sensibilities. Let's start there. So, RyuGamer88 suggested Mamechiyo. Wow, that's an overwhelmingly positive response. I'm sure Tom didn't rig this voting. Each and every one of you clapped. I suppose if everyone is in agreement, we could just go with Mamechiyo. Splendid. Now, from now on, this island will be known as Mamechiyo. Well, RyuGamer88, since you've proven yourself by naming Mamechiyo, I'd like to rely on you for other critical decisions we need to make on this island. Yes, yes, I hereby name you the resident representative of Mamechiyo. Woohoo! That's a nice little promotion there. RyuGamer88, could you please say a word or two as the new spokesperson for your neighbours. Oh, I'd love to be a little bit rude here, but I'm not going to. You can count on me. So if you do get a choice of the matters, it don't make no much difference, really. So, we've settled on the name for the island. And we've selected our resident representative. It's been a big day, but it's gotten rather late, so let's have a toast. Everyone have a beverage in hand? It's fresh juice from the peaches our resident representative harvested on this very island. Then, without further ado, a toast to Mamechiyo and the happiness of its residents. Cheers! Sitting around a campfire with cups of peach juice, it almost feels like we're a family. You can call me bro. Maybe I will. I've never settled on an island before. Mamechiyo, this is gonna be rad. Proper. RyuGamer88, having a good time? Yes. I know this is all a bit much, so if you feel like taking a short nap in your tent, by all means, go ahead. We'll keep the fire burning. Not tired just yet, so maybe we can do a little bit of exploring. Just stop by and see for a quick chat before you turn in. I have something to give you. Ooh, seems quite nice. I wonder what. Now that looked like a bit of a rare bug. But unfortunately we don't have a bug net to be able to catch through. But unfortunately, and this is still part of the game, you still don't have the opportunity to really be able to go through other people's tents or homes just yet. I really look forward to exploring these other parts of the island, especially up on those cliffs here. That looks like a big fish ready to catch. At some point in the game you will be able to start fishing, so do make some good progress, my old darlings, to be able to get some fishing, because you do manage to earn some in-game currency if you manage to catch fishing. But it's not always about size. That's what she says. But we're going to collect this shell before we continue the conversation, and it's a cowrie. And then we have a Venus comb. Now, as I say, you do get some progress in the games where it's about collecting items to be able to catch fishes or bugs, and you'll be able to sell them into in-game currency called bells. But if you see any loose items like the shells or woods or anything, if you stack them up, you can actually sell them for a little bit extra of bells. There was the airport that we landed through. But before that we can actually explore the airport inside, we have to sort of do a little bit more island progress first. So of course this will become accessible eventually. I was kind of hoping to pick up that shell. Never mind. Oh, and if you see cracked holes like that, that's a digging opportunity for you to shovel. 9 times out of 10, it spells buried under that, or it could be loose items. But as we progress through the game, we should be able to get our diggings worth. But of course, I think we've done what we can do for now, and we have to speak to Mr. Nook. RyuGamer88. Have a good time, yes? I know this is a bit much, so if you feel like taking a short nap in your tent, by all means, go ahead. We'll keep the fire burning. Sounds good to me. But first, you'll probably want this. A leaf? It's your very own camping cot. You'll want to set it up in your tent before you lie down. Oh, and there are a few packages waiting in your tent as well. Just a few items that might be useful. To open the packages and use the things inside, press the A button. And when you're ready, you can move them. You can move with the L button to crawl into bed. We've got another big day ahead of us tomorrow, so rest up as much as you can tonight. Yes, that's all from me for now. Sweet dreams, RyuGamer88. So of course, as we said our goodbyes, well, good nights to everyone. Well, really only Top Nook only. We go back inside our tent. So just approach the tent with the A button to be able to access through. And as you can see, we can see 2 boxed items. And we've got a nice little heating lamp and a radio. But open this up through. I wonder what the camping cot is. Would have just called that a camping bed. But we're going to place this here in a nice little top corner. So what we're going to do with the next items, personally, the radio can place on the side here. Welcome Horizons is currently playing. We'll leave that on for now. So if ever you get like an audio player or anything, you just go up to it, press the A button, and if you've got multiple tracks, it will tell you whatever music that you're playing. So you have the option to either turn it off or leave it on, but in Progress Game, you do get the option to be able to change track or anything. So we then go to our next item, which will be the lantern. Just got to leave it nice and cozy in the corner here. And again, just like with the radio, to turn it on and off, just go up to it, press the A button, and you have the option to turn it on or off. But should you want to go to bed, all you have to do is walk up to it, and then of course you'll be in this sleeping position, and it'll ask you whether you want to rest or stay awake. I'm getting sleepy. KK! If it's not Tom Nook, KK is my favourite character in the whole franchise game. Such a cool dude. So, looks like you've decided to make your own way in the world. Get out there, explore new frontiers. Main question, how did he know that he was in my tent? Or is he just dreaming this? That's a question to put a comment down below, me old darlings. That's all the way right, Daddy-o. You don't need to live by anyone's rules but your own. The world was made for exploring, you know? Living free, being out there. It's a great feeling. Yeah, to take it from a cat who's been on the road. Being by your lonesome can grind on the soul. You've got to make friends along the way. Rambling this crazy world is Squaresville without some pals. Yeah, man. Friends are where it's at. Speaking of rambling, I'm doing a bit of that myself. My bad. Maybe it's about time for you to wake up to your new life. Oh, but listen up. That rap I just gave you about friends, it's pretty key. You'll dig this island life a whole lot more if you share it with some friends. If that's your scene. Yeah, an island paradise with your best pal sounds pretty groovy to me. Cool. When you wake up, you'll be in sync with real time. Dig that island life, and I'll catch you later. RyuGamer88, are you in there? Oh, I hope I haven't woken you abruptly. Yes, you blooming well have. Rude. But I do wish to discuss something with you. Yes, I'll be here when you're ready. We can turn that off because we don't need to have the lantern on. We'll turn this off because we don't need to have that on. Not that it matters, me old darlings, but it's just my OCD kicking in. There you are. I hope you had a pleasant nap. Oh, well, I suppose it was a bit more than a nap, wasn't it? It's a brand new day. Did I really sleep that long? Oh. Yes, it's quite normal to be worn out from such a long trip and a major life event. Speaking of which, I have a few more things that you might find useful as you adjust to life in your little paradise. First, you'll need one of these, yes? It's your very own Nook phone. I had these made especially for island residents. I want to make sure it's working right, so could you try turning it on for me? Good. Looks like you're getting good reception as well. Okay, feel free to put it away now. Say, RyuGamer88, have you ever used a smartphone before? Very good, then this should be a breeze for you. In fact, these Nook phones are rather easier to operate than ordinary phones. Oh yes, we simply removed most of the features. Yes. There's also a very useful app that contains advice for living here. Normally this would not be free of charge, but as you're just getting started, consider it an extra bonus. It's called Island Life 101, and it is a message delivery service of sorts. Feel like giving it a try? Okay, I need you to pull out your Nook phone again, so I can send you the app. Perfect. You've now got the Island Life 101 app as well. You'll start getting messages once you're out and about doing things. Read them as they arrive. Alright, that's enough about the app for now. I do have one more thing for you. However, it's your itemised bill. That sounded like a con there. So, this includes everything: airfare, accommodations, labour, tax, and of course your Nook phone. Bringing your grand total to the modest sum of 49,800 bells. The thieving little raccoon! So as I said earlier, bells are the in-game currency, but we'll go through the dialogue just so that you guys, for newcomers specifically, understand. Wait, you're being serious? Yes, of course. I can't believe I didn't think of this. Well, bells are a currency that can be exchanged for goods or services here on Mamechiyo. Ah, but there's still the problem that you don't actually have any. Yes, of course. Well, no need to worry. I was prepared for exactly this type of tricky situation. For the getaway packages, you can pay your fees with miles instead of the standard bells. Of course, it's extremely helpful service, the Nook mileage program. Well, it's quite extraordinary, if I did say so myself. With the Nook mileage program, you can earn miles by simply living your life here on Mamechiyo. I dare say, the more you enjoy your island life, the more Nook miles you can earn. And you can use them to pay back your move-in fees, and much more. So the bottom line is, you need 49,800 bells to pay your move-in fees. But with this new service, would you believe it, it only comes to 5,000 miles. I'll just go ahead and register you so you can pay in miles. Yes, but there are more details available within your Nook phone. Just open the Nook Miles app. And you'll see that you've earned some miles just for travelling to the island and joining the programme. Now, if you excuse me, I must get back to a few other matters. But let me heartily congratulate you once again on your arrival. I'm so happy to have you as a resident of Mamechiyo and the client of Nook Incorporation. My new life is underway. I can do whatever I want. Woohoo! From now on, island time will match the flow of time in the real world. Do not touch the power button when you see the autosave indicator in the top right corner of the screen. So, because this is a simulation game, the time sync of where you currently are will exactly match to the standard time in real life. So, if you wanted to play an event in 2 o'clock in the morning, then you're going to have to wait until 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't advise cheating through changing the clocking systems, because you will spoil the joy of actually doing live events. It takes the kill out of enjoyment. You can also save and quit after pressing the minus button. So to be able to use the the Nook phone, you just have to press the ZL button on your phone, on your controller, I mean, beg my pardon. So you have the options to use camera, which you can take screenshot pictures and filter them with effects. But of course, when you do take the pictures, of course, they will be sent over to an album on the home menu, and other users who use the same system will be able to see them. So if you do decide to go live and take pictures of what you've done throughout the game, then of course you are exposing the photos to what you've done throughout your end of the game. And then of course we'll have Nook Miles, which is what Tom Nook was going on about with regards to paying him back. And then of course it does go into a bit of detail that you can trade those miles for various perks and goods at the Nook stop in the Resident Services Centre. Make the most of the island, earn Nook Miles. And we got 500. That's nice, I suppose. So that was about 10% of the mileage that we owe Mr. Nook. Angling for perfection. Learning how to fish is an essential skill for living on the remote island. Nook Inc. encourages on all island residents who are aiming to become fishing masters. One of the goals on Nick's to get an acid. So this one in particular is, of course, it encourages you to talk to any of the residential islanders so that you can earn mileage for just simply talking to them. Whether it has to be specifically per character, I don't know just yet, but we'll, of course, confirm all of that later on in the game. And then, of course, like with the fishing, you have the opportunity to capture bugs. And if you can do so within 10 different bugs, then of course that you'll be able to earn mileage out of them. The same could be said for flowers, that if you grow different types of flowers, then of course you earn mileages for that. You can also earn mileage for picking up flowers, or even fruit as well, particular. Actually, to be fair, let me just take that back. Not flowers, it's picking up fruit specifically. Apologies on that one, me old darlings. You can also earn Nook Miles based on the number of seashells you sell. That's not easy to say. And remember, you get different amounts of bells for different types of shells. So pay attention. So it's not just on the seashells as well. Whatever item you collect, they all have their own value. So if you do find an item that is a complete rarity, it can be substantially more value than any basic common item. Then you have the Hoard reward, and that is practically having more furniture in the house. So because we've already got the bed, we've already got the lantern and the radio, so all we need to do is get 2 more items and we get our first stamp. So that's a pretty good start. The island shutterbug. So congratulations on taking your first island photo. Please do show off your wonderful photos, whether they're impulse snaps or brilliant compositions. Your passport has some information you can edit. Nook Inc. will give Nook Miles to folks. So there's all sorts of different goals for you to be able to achieve the mileage. So don't feel like you're going to really struggle. There's loads of different ways for you to be able to earn them. So for this one here, this one is practically first item write on the bulletin board. You can display furniture outside, right? So this one, you can actually have furniture outside. And once we have 10 different items outside, it's practically not close within, that's anywhere on the island. And of course, you'll be able to earn mileage once we've done 10 of these. This one in particular is your custom design app. So we learn to sort of be able to design our own clothing with different patterns or a logo in particular. And of course, once you've done your first one, you get mileage for that. And that's basically the current mileage. So once we progress in the game, these become more available through. And then we have custom design, as was mentioning earlier, that for designing your own clothes. You then also have the live map, your passport, rescue service, which we'll come into about later on in the game, and then Island Life 101. Each home has its own mailbox, and as you can see here, this indicates that we've got something in the mail. To be able to use the mailbox, you've got to go right in front of it, hit the A button, and we get a letter from Nintendo. Dear RyuGamer88, congratulations on your big move. We hope you enjoy your new island life. To celebrate this fresh start, we'd like to give you a gift that is sure to come in handy. From Nintendo. Not all items, but some of them, they will come with a present. And of course, if an item comes through, then of course the present logo will appear. So, and when that does appear, you just hit the A button and you place it in your pocket. So therefore, as we come out from the mailbox, we can either be outside or do it inside in our home, select the present to open, and we get our simply do-it-yourself workbench. Now this is quite handy if you're going to be making a variety of different items in itself, and of course this does contribute to your Nook miles. But is this a DIY recipe? I wonder how I can memorise it. So it looks like we need a bench in itself, or we need to speak with Tom Nook. So I think we need to speak with him first before we make any further progress. I think Kit Kat was in here. But as it currently stands, we can't visit our fellow islanders if they're not inside. And I think Quinn is a little bit over here. And as we see him, he was just picking up peaches. So of course we can't go in his tent either. Ah, RyuGamer88. Welcome, welcome. As you can see, it is quite cosy in here. It's funny how cosy doesn't always mean comfortable. Let me know if you need advice on how to spend your time on this island, or anything else. If you need some advice about basic island materials, you should talk to Timmy. He can help you procure some of the essentials for thriving in our little paradise. And if you want to earn some bells, he has a rather generous policy of purchasing just about anything. Not strictly advisable from a business perspective, but quite generous. Yes, yes. Oh, one more important thing. I'm offering a free DIY workshop that can help you really build out your island experience. I think it would be quite useful. So I do hope you take me up on it. So let's speak with Timmy. Ah, welcome, welcome. You don't waste any time, do you? Oh, we're still setting up, but for starters we intend to offer a small selection of goods for our island residents. Space is limited right now, but we'll try to have some fresh stock each and every day. I'm sure you're busy, but feel free to take a look at some of the items we're thinking of selling. Why not, me old darlings? Let's have a look. So as you can see, we've got a couple of items, a candle, and a fairly new oil barrel, but we don't have any bells yet, so unfortunately we can't make any purchases. But here you can see some of the key items we need. We definitely need a fishing rod, and it's flimsy at the moment for 400. A flimsy net for 400. A flimsy watering can, that will come in handy for when we want to grow things. And then of course a slingshot. Now I can't remember what the slingshot's purpose was, but this definitely comes in handy. But unfortunately the watering can is at 800 bells and the slingshot is at 900. So I suppose that we need to get some need to really get into our bells earning streak on. Anything catch your eye? We're not just sellers, but we also buy things from you, including stuff gathered on this island. And because we want to support efforts to beautify the island, we'll even pay you a little bit in return for any weeds or trash you bring in. So this is a nice little thing. If you really are stuck for saying for bells, you can cheaply top yourself up with bells by collecting any rubbish, weeds or stacks of timber and sell them over to Timmy, and you will get a small portion of bells in return. If you want to know whether we'll buy something, just ask. I wonder if there was anything I could sell to him. So to be able to sell, you click on the very top one of I want to sell. And as you can see, we've got a few shells. So to show an example, we've got 3 different shells. And once you've done selecting, you just hit the plus button. And of course he'll comment them. Look at all the fine things you've brought in today. Allow me just a moment to run the numbers. And done. I can buy these from you for a total of 860 bells. Sounds good? Oh, well, he's definitely got me sold for that. I know what I'm going to be buying. Thank you. Please come again. Oh, sounds like we've earned some miles there. Wonder what we managed to get. It's not the ones at the top. Maybe it's further down below. Sell off unwanted things. Another 300? Well, hey! Nearly there for the 1,000 miles. Now, was there any more that we could claim? No, there wasn't. Okay, never mind. So let's actually buy something from Timmy. So in this case, you want to go to the option, what's for sale? Here's what we have for sale today. Remember, use the R or L button to swap through on the items. So in particular, we want to start off really well with a fishing rod. And then of course, once we've done purchasing the fishing rod, then we're going to go on to the flimsy net. You can build one for free, you know, in President Nook's DIY workshop. So I suggest that route. This one costs about 400 bells. Are you still interested? Actually, come to think of it, there was a DIY card that we had. So let's cancel all the way back and actually use the workbench. Oh, I see you've discovered my DIY workbench. Yes, the DIY workshop. Each participant will make and keep their own tools and receive a set of DIY recipes. I think it will be quite useful for the island life. So, shall I put you down for the next available session? Yes, that's the island spirit. I happen to be free right this very moment, quite conveniently. So let's get started. Welcome to my DIY workshop. Oh, I suppose workshop is overselling it a bit, When you see how simple it is to DIY or do it yourself, you'll understand what I mean. The basic idea is to gather materials, follow a recipe, and then craft using a workbench like this one. So today, we'll be constructing a fishing rod using common materials that you can find anywhere. For this particular recipe, we require a mere 5 tree branches. It is, admittedly, a little flimsy. Now then, come see me once you've collected the materials. So now we've got to be tasked with collecting 5 branches. Which I think we can do that, me old darlings. Oh, there was one right there. That's 1 down, 4 to go. Can't see any more branches. Where are our branches? Ah, there's a few over here. Branch number 2. Branch number 3. Branch number 4. Just need one more. Oh, there we go, right here. Branch number 5. So now we can be able to go and make our own fishing net. And that means we can actually do some fishing, which will be quite exciting to achieve. Especially earning some bells to help pay Mr. Nook back after how much debt we're supposed to be with him. So of course, return back to the workbench, and then of course he'll ask you the question if you've had the necessary materials. And then when he notes that you've got enough materials, then of course you can further continue with the fishing rod. To begin, just select a project from the workbench and get started. Go ahead, give it a try. So anything that is craftable where you have the necessary items, you'll get a yellow label with grey font lettering with a hammer that says craftable. And all you need to do is just select the A button. Of course, click on craft it with the A button. And they will ask you, do you want to use the necessary materials to process the item you want to construct? Then of course you click on A for let's do it. And there we've created our own flimsy fishing rod. That definitely actually saved quite a few hundred bells there. Yes, that was perfect. As you can see, crafting is quite simple, provided you have the correct recipes. And that concludes my free DIY workshop. Oh, that's just one last thing. I have a few common DIY recipes for you, free of charge, naturally. Oh, how very generous, considering how much debt you've put us in. I'll just need to send them to your Nook phone. Would you mind opening it up? Please? Where's the please? Come on now. So of course you get the option of DIY recipes uploaded onto your Nook phone. And as he mentions through, splendid, thank you. The DIY app is now installed on your phone and ready for you to use any time. And the flimsy fishing rod you just crafted is yours to keep. Oh, how generous. It may not last forever, but it should serve you well for a little while at least. So, unfortunately, me old darlings, that any item that's deemed flimsy, it will wear and break in time, the amount of times that you've used the item in particular. But you do make progress in a game where items do not become breakable, but that's more further into the game, as you'll understand. Speaking of fishing, I am no master angler, but perhaps I can give you a few tips. In my experience, you should aim in front of the shadow of a fish when you cast your line. Yes, yes. I would love to see anything you've managed to catch. I'm quite curious about the local fauna. Well, we best go and find some fishes then. I mean, we are, after all, going to be fishing. So, of course, hit the X button, go over to the flimsy fishing rod, and hit the A button. Now, if you press the A button on hold, you actually go to hold the item. But we first need to find the fish to be able to actually put this through. Ah, there's one right here. So all you need to do is line yourself... Sorry about that, my old darlings. So all you need to do is line yourself up, hit the A button, and as soon as you hear that dunking sound where your rod ball is dragged into the water by the fish, that is your cue to hit the A button to catch a fish. Yes, I caught a clownfish. How many can fit in a carfish? Yeah, spoiler alert, whatever you catch, you're going to get really bad joke punchlines throughout this, and some of them are really, really corny, I'm afraid. So that's our first fish. We need to go and find our second fish. Oh, there's another one here. I wonder what this one's going to be. Well, that was a quick one. And Huh. Not sure about that, but that was a rather fishy situation. Ba-dum-dum. But don't think it's all doom and gloom. You can actually use any rubbish items that you collect from the sea or dig up from the ground and repurpose them into DIY recipes. So it's not always down and gloom. So where's our next fish going to be? Can't see anything just yet. Ooh, that looks like a nice, decent size. And we get a boot. Really? I like to see how enthusiastic these are about repurposing the island. And if there was boots and cans, surely the island's been visited before. Oh, that looks big. Oh, that's a big fish. Yes. I caught a sea bass. No, wait. It's at least a C+. Oh, dear. Nintendo really did think of these puns with the penguin biscuits from them jokes. Ugh. Oh, there's another medium-sized looking fish. Oh, it's another sea bass. Can we find any more? Oh, that looks like a big boy. Let's get it. Go on, bite it down. Can't see if it listens. Oh, wow. Now that one's a black bass. The most metal of all fish. Well, there's nothing in the lake there, so this will just have to do. Oh, there's another fish right in here. Is it going to recognise that? No, I don't think it is. So to be able to return the rod, if you've made a bad shot, just hit the A button and you will be able to retrieve it. No, come back here, please. And bite. Did he turn around again? Oh. Go and get it. Bass, no bass, that's for sure. Yes, I'll call it a tilapia. It makes me happier. Oh, stop it, Nintendo. Please! This is so corny. So, of course, continue on walking through the river. Oh, there's another one right here. Don't think it's reachable, but we'll give it a try. He's got to turn around, surely. Oh, he's just seen it. Come on. Oh, what we got here? Caught a sweet fish. Hope it's not artificially sweet. And as you've just seen here, because the amount of times that we've used with the fish, with the flimsy items like this flimsy fishing rod, it actually breaks and disappears in your item box. I think we've got some more miles. Let's explore down and see what we got. you got titled keywords. Rascally Clown. Ooh, another 300. That puts us down up to 1,100 miles. So we've done about 20% of the mileages already. We need to get about 5,000 miles for the next one. Oh no, that's not Tom Nook's place. It's about further down here. Well, I don't know whether to go to Tom Nook or to Timmy first. I think we should go to Tom Nook first before we start selling the fish. Ah, RyuGamer88. Hello, hello. What would you like to talk to me about? I'm all ears. Oh, I thought you wanted to know about my fishing. Oh, splendid. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, what a catch. I do believe this is a clownfish. If this island can support a clownfish, why, who knows what other fantastic creatures we might find living here. RyuGamer88, I have an idea. An old friend of mine runs a museum, and I'd love to send it to him for a closer look. Would you be okay with that? Now, in this option, if you trigger for yes, this does open an early progress to be able to have an aquarium, and you'll see it when, of course, the character comes available, and Tom Nook will confirm in due course. So hit OK, and of course it'll be grateful for that you've given him the fish to send to the friend that he knows, and of course they will take extra care of it in due course. Oh, that reminds me. This is in no way tied to your generous donation just now, but I have a useful app to show you. So of course you get a Critterpedia. It's a really nice little encyclopedia, actually, to be fair to Nintendo, that they've done. So any creature, bug, or aquarium creature that you get, it does actually store a little bit of brief information, so it's quite educational as well. I sent you the Critterpedia app. It's a terrific resource for an inspiring island researcher such as yourself. With this one app, you'll get all the important details about the bugs, fish and sea creatures you catch. I do hope you'll continue to fill it up with your discoveries and share them with me too. I'm sure I'll be able to come up with some kind of additional reward. Speak with Timmy. Welcome to RyuGamer88. How can I help you today? I want to sell the fishies in my wallet. Of course. What exactly are you offering? I think I'm going to sell him the trash can and the boot. I'm not going to lie. Sand dollar. And then the fishes, the 2 sea basses, the black bass, the tilapia, and of course the sweet fish. It's probably going to be about 700 to 800 bells, but we shall see. Look at all the fine things you've brought me in today. Allow me just a moment to run the numbers. And done. I can buy this from you for... Wow! Okay, that's a lot. I didn't even think it was going to surpass the first 1,000, but flipping hell. 3,400 bells is awesome. So of course, that is actually really, really good amount. So we will definitely be accepting the that generous amount. So of course that does it for today, everyone. I really do appreciate you joining this episode of Watching It Through. And if you did enjoy, please leave a like on the video and drop a comment down below. If you've got any secret tips or anything that you've made progress on the island, get communicating, because we want to build the RyuGamer88 as a nice community channel, regardless of whether it's particularly for this video gaming channel playlist or even on any of the others. Don't be shy, drop a comment down below. And if you are new to this channel, subscribe to RyuGamer88 so you cannot miss out on any upcoming future content. And without further ado, everyone, take care of yourselves and each other. All the best, me old darlings. Ta-da!